Bronwyn Scott Woods from the ProAgent team with your weekly update. The team have been busy again working around bad weather in order to get some photos and videos done for our 3 new listings. We have 57 Victory Road, our chocolate box house, which is now live, and had a whopping 17 groups through the first 4 days on the market. So this is just a wonderful home for someone who's looking for plenty of outdoor space or usable land, good school zoning, amazing views, lovely sunsets, and the attention to detail in this home is superb. 91 Victory Road has also just gone live, so that was a silent listing for a couple of weeks and we had an amazing interest in the property, but the vendors are still keen to move on with the property that they've seen, so they would like to look at offers from the market, so we've gone to the open market. This is a perfect upsize for somebody who wants to stay in the area. 240 square meters of floor area, approximately 1,019 square meters of flat usable land, a double garage, harbour views, amazing sunrises, and plenty of space for larger families with split level living. 16 Panzak Place is also now live. That's in Glen Eden, walking distance to the shops and the train station. Zoned terraced housing and apartment zone. So plenty of options with that one. Also a fantastic flexible tenant who's living there at the moment but is very flexible with where he goes next or whether he stays. Congratulations to Adrian on selling 32 Bright Street, Eden Terrace. A little bit of work around there with insurances and unconsented work. So if you're considering the market, make sure that you sort that sort of stuff out before you come to the market so that you don't get caught out. Happy to have a chat with you about this if you are considering the market. So is it the right time to sell? To buy. There are a couple of points to consider with that. Based on Tony Alexander's report, just a little bit that was in the report this week. So point 1, timing is challenging. When it comes to timing, purchasing or selling a home, it's difficult to predict what the market is doing or peaks and troughs. Human emotions play a significant role in accurately forecasting market movements. So point 2, herd mentality. As prices fall, some individuals become overconfident. We're seeing this a lot in their ability to time the market. They believe they can pick the lowest prices and make profitable purchases. However, overconfidence often leads to herd mentality, which is what I mentioned last week, where lots of buyers rush in simultaneously, driving the prices up to the peak of the market. So point 3, emotional state of the market. Traditional economic analysis fails to capture the emotional state of the residential real estate market. So long-term factors like interest rates, supply growth, and population growth take time to influence the market. So to gain insights into the shifts in sentiment, experts rely on surveys and indicators. This is where I hope that these updates help you as a homeowner and as a buyer to assess what we are seeing on the ground as agents. Open home numbers with 16 groups through offer insight into the current strength of the market. But these things do change, and they change really quickly and from week to week. Point 4, fear of missing out and fear of overpaying. These are factors that affect the market. One key measure is fear of missing out and fear of overpaying, while fear of missing out is trending up, according to Tony Alexander. It still currently stands at a low of 9%, indicating that people do not feel an urgent need to re-enter the real estate market. We see this with buyers. The fear of overpaying, though we're certainly seeing that lessening, it's still a concern for some buyers. We haven't heard that mentioned as much when dealing with buyers lately. They're obviously reading the news. Spending plans and buyer intentions. Monthly surveys on spending plans show a decline in the intention to current spending, but the current result is 21%, reflects a weak sentiment among potential buyers. A net 7.3% of respondents do not plan to spend more on a house to live in, suggesting that buyer intentions are still cautious. Market outlook. The analysis of market fundamentals suggests that residential real estate market is turning, but an immediate strong period is unlikely. So factors such as interest rates, tax, cost problems for investors, consumer pessimism, and lagged supply growth limit the potential for an immediate upward movement like we saw in 2020 or 2019 even. Point 7, timing the upward movement. The market is expected to gain further momentum after the elections, particularly if there's discussions of interest rates going down. We did speak to a mortgage broker who didn't support that recently, but the availability of listings and the ratio of sales to new listings are important indicators to monitor when trying to gauge the activation of buyers in the market. So in conclusion, while the market shows signs of turning to buy, the emotional state of the market, cautious buyer intentions, and various market factors suggest a gradual recovery rather than an immediate upswing. We've mentioned this a few times in our reports already. So stay tuned for further updates on the market, and thank you for watching. Hopefully you find this helpful assessing what's happening in the current market.